Hey guys, here's me again with another impromptu review, unboxing and review of a power station that I got myself in preparation for my car camping trip this weekend. Saying impromptu, I literally just got it. I didn't plan to make a review, but that thought sparked in my mind, so I thought, you know what, unscripted. I'll give you my initial thoughts on the EcoFlow River 2 Pro power station. Now, if you have a look at my channel, I just reviewed a smaller power station, the Anker Solix C300 DC, which I'll be using for my laptop, my phone, just for smaller devices. This one I can use to power other things, such as a mini fridge. This one has an inverter as well, so I can power a mini air fryer I got recently. So yeah, that obviously will come in handy. And it will last me for much longer because that car camping trip I mentioned earlier, it's probably going to be over a few days. I've still not decided how long I'm going to be away for, but I'm hoping to do at least 2, 3, maybe 4 days. So yeah, let's get started. This one, like I said, is the EcoFlow River 2 Pro, which is a 760 hour power station, and it is, I think, the best thing you can get on the market at the moment. Now there's other competitors out there. There's the Jackery Explorer 1000. There's a few Blue 80 ones that are similar capacity, but this one definitely takes the first spot for a few reasons. Now, first thing I noticed before unboxing it, now it's probably worth mentioning, I have a Blue 80 BS72, which is a direct competitor of this one here. And before I even unbox this one, I noticed that this is a lot lighter than the Blue 80, and they both have LiPo batteries, so they're very light. They're similar capacity, but this one is quite a bit lighter than the Blue 80. Right, let's take this out of the box. Oh, there we go. Oh, that is scratched up. Now that's a refurbished unit. It's not brand new, but it comes with a 2-year warranty from EcoFlow, and it should have a pretty decent battery life left in it. But yeah, so there it is. Put it here, and in the box you just get a car charger and I was expecting, and a power cable. I was expecting to get another cable in here, which was, I think, Anderson, like the standard solar panel connector to. That is not good at all. I am missing a very important cable. And yeah, it's an Anderson to, what's this, MC64, whatever this one's called, or maybe the other way around. You know, the 2-prong one that goes into this? That's missing a cable. That is from the beginning. That's kind of going to ruin my trip. Shoot, because I have a solar panel that I was planning to use to charge that station. Okay, well that's not ideal. We'll think about that later. Okay, let's have a look. What is the size of it? Decent size, like nothing out of the ordinary there. All the power stations are similar size. And it has, you know what, let me bring this a little bit closer to you so you can have a look and see what it has on the front. Okay, there you go. Okie dokie. So, what you have here is a car socket, 12 12-volt car socket. That's nice. You're not going to lose that that little plug here. You have the two DC 12-volt outputs here as well. Then on the USB side of things, you have 3 USB-A ports and 1 USB-C 100-watt port. Now that's not ideal because these days USB-Cs are far more common and far more widely used. So I would definitely like to see another USB-C port here, at least another one, Like, I mean, 3 USB-A ports? Oh, I guess. It's not future-proof, that's all I'm saying. And then you have 3 AC ports here that are more than enough if you ask me. I would probably use just one. Why would you need 3? I mean, that is the inverter on this one. I think supports up to 1,500 watts or 1,600 watts or something like that. So it depends. I mean, obviously you can plug in a power, what can you say, an electric blanket. Plug that in here. That's obviously far away from that peak output. And you can connect the fridge as well. But other than that, I mean, you connect the air fryer and you can probably use another one for a fridge or something. But other than that, I mean, you don't really, if you ask me, I don't think you need 3. I think you're going to reach peak capacity before using them all. But again, everybody to their own, and it really depends what you're planning to use it for. And on the back, that's a pretty decent one. You have the power inlet. This is where power goes in. This is what's used for charging, and you have a separate solar port. That's definitely worth it, because I'm saying that because Blue 80 ones, some of the Blue 80 competitors in this one, and even Jackery and other ones, they use proprietary ports. I'm not sure I'm saying Jackery, but I'm not entirely sure that's the case. They use proprietary ports for charging them, so you need adapters. Whereas having these two here, these are separate, and you can charge it with both solar and AC at the same time. So that's pretty handy. Solar input, another thing that I really liked about that power station. Input parameters are 11 to 50 volts. So a solar panel you get needs to have an open circuit voltage between 11 and 50 volts. Now, there's a lot of solar panels out there that will be within that range, whereas what I've noticed with the Blue 80 power stations is their range is very narrow, so it's between like 1128, 1124, whereas this one is a wider range. Basically what that means is going to support a wider range of solar panels, so that's pretty good. Is really good. Now I'm not going to talk about the specs here, like the inverter specs and charging rates and things. This you can look up online. I can even add a link to the description, so you can have a look at that yourself. But yeah, this is what it looks on the side. Nothing there, just a vent and a fan, and another fan and a vent on this side as well. And that's really it. One thing I would like to see that beautifully flat surface here on the top. A wireless charger would do really well, and obviously most phones these days support wireless charging, so that would be something really useful. So, you know, EcoFlow, some things, some food for thought. And on the bottom, you just have the 4 rubber legs, and that's really it. Nothing more to it. Nice and simple. Okay. Shall we do a quick test? Let's get it plugged in and see how fast it charges. You know what? Let's power it on first, hey? We've not tried that yet. Ta-da! Okay. Oh, it's at 4%, so it definitely needs to get a bit of charge. So what I will do is I will let's see how long this one is. Can I plug in the one? Is it going to reach that socket just I have over there? No, it is not. Okay, I'll move you to that corner of the room and I will show you how quickly you can get it charged. Just bear with me for a sec. Righty, here we are at this corner of the room. I have my power socket here behind it. Right, 4%. It is at 4% at the moment. And let's get it plugged in. Right. AC, awesome stuff, and on. Let's see what happens there. Ooh, it clicked. Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, now it's a good time to talk about what you get on display, because that's another win for this particular model. Because like I said, I've compared quite a few, and this one is definitely taking the first spot. Okay, let's have a look. All right, you can see that, okay? So on the side here, now you don't start from the right side. You see input watts, output watts. You see percentage of charge, current charge, and how long it will take you until the battery is drained or it's fully charged. Now you can see here that is staggering 819.22 watts is drawing at the moment. So that is pretty incredible, which means that in about an hour it'll be fully charged. Isn't that awesome? In about an hour, this 750-ish watt-hour power station is going to be charged. That's pretty fast, yeah. So, there we go. That's it for you. I'm gonna give it some time, let it charge for a bit, and I'm going to do a quick test and see if this thing can power up a small travel kettle or an air fryer. I'll cook me some bacon. Right, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we are again, roughly about an hour since we started charging it from 4%, and we are at 100%. So that was pretty swift if you ask me. Now, did a bit of digging. I was wrong. It was only supposed to arrive with a car charger and an AC charging cable. The solar to XT60 needs to be ordered separately, so I'm getting that ordered. I'm not entirely sure how that will affect my car camping trip just yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so that one, 760 watt-hour unit, is inverter on it. I think it's rated 800 watts, but it has a boost which is supposed to support short peaks of up to 1,600 watts. So let's put that to a little test. For my props, what I have here is a small travel kettle. It is rated 250 watts to 1,000 watts, so that should peak at 1 kilowatt. So what I'll do now is I shall turn on the inverter. I have already pre-filled my kettle with around half a liter of cold water. So what I'll do is I'll get that thing plugged in. I'll plug it into this one here. It's on. Switch on. Oh, I'll disconnect it from the power. No need for that. One thing I noticed is that it's pretty noisy when it's charging through AC. So if you think about doing van life, car camping, and stopping by a coffee shop and charging in a coffee shop in an incognito mode, that is probably not going to work because this thing is pretty loud when it's charging. Okay, moment of truth. I know it's not a good idea to put water on top of a pretty beefy power station, but I will hold that while I'm using it. Okay, the moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. Lights on. That's working. What do you see here? Output 800 watts, baby. Okay. Let's see how long it takes for that half a liter of cold water to boil that little tiny travel lock. And more importantly, let's see how much battery is going to drain. So that will give us a pretty decent idea of how many brews we can have on the go, just from one charge of this power station. Okay, we're still at 800 watts. And while we're waiting for this, I'll tell you a little story. Now, like I mentioned, I have a Blue Yeti BS72. Again, it's a 719 watt hour power bank. It's supposed to support up to 1 kilowatt of peak output. So I plugged this thing into the Blue Yeti, and that tripped it. It basically triggered an overload message on it, and it didn't power it. And as you can see here, it's only drawing 800 watts. So I'm not too sure if that Blue Yeti is faulty or the inverter is I don't know what can even be wrong with it, to be honest, because that is far from the kilowatt peak surge Blue Yeti are quoting on their BS72 unit, and it still can't power this thing. So already point goes towards the EcoFlow. One thing I forgot to mention is that EcoFlows, they have an app. I've not configured that yet because, like I said, you saw me just literally just unbox that. But it's supposed to be best in class, the EcoFlow app compared to Jackery or all the other units. So yeah, we'll see. Now I said I'm gonna hold this while it's on top of the power battery. No, I'm just gonna move away a little bit so I don't knock it off and get it all spilled. Well, okay, it's unplugged. So that kettle is drawing power purely from the power station. Oh, we're already at 94% charge. We're still drawing 800 watts. Still at 94. Yeah, okay, I don't think that's ideal for van life. I think it is ideal for van life, but you need to be very well aware of the shortcomings of this unit, because you don't really want to use a kettle plugged into the inverter, plugged into the AC ports on a power station of that size, because as you might already be aware, inverters are not very efficient. So they're actually drawing more power than they're outputting, first of all. And second of all, these things use quite a bit of power. Air fryers, kettles, electric ovens, all that stuff. It's not ideal. That's why a lot of people are using gas cookers in their car camping and van life setups. So yeah, we're already at 92%. Oh, let's touch the kettle. Oh, that's already warm. Hot even, dare I say. Yeah, that's already hot. Oh, I can see some bubbles there. So, yeah, that water thing is already good for a cup of tea. So, we are 91%, let's call it 90%. 10% for a brew. Yeah, that's... Oh, there we go. It's already boiling. And I'll stop that. 90, exactly 90. So 10% of the capacity goes towards a cup and a half of tea, because that's half a litre and nobody does half. Not a lot of people would use half a litre of water to make a coffee or tea, but yeah, that gives you a pretty decent idea. If you want to boil a litre, I think you can multiply that by 2, so it'll use 20% of the battery. Just it'll give you a roughly pretty good idea of how much it uses. So yeah, no ideal for car life, but that's why I'm going to use gas to boil water and cook and stuff. But just wanted to give you a little demo of that. Okay, we're going to turn on the inverter. Another thing I wanted to show you is how loud it actually is when it's charging. So I've plugged it back into the to the wall socket. I'm not sure if you can hear it. You could probably hear while I was boiling that water a bit earlier, but I'll get you a little bit closer. Can you hear it? It's pretty loud. It has a fan on this side. Oh no, that's just a vent. The fan is on the other side. Wow. So the fan is even on the opposite side and it's still pretty loud. Yeah, that is loud. I can feel. I mean, it's not overheating. It's not very warm or anything. But I'm assuming obviously that's for safety. You want to have cold air flowing through the unit while you're charging it from the wall. But yeah, oh, we're already at 91%. But yeah, that's one thing I thought you should be aware of, is that it's not the quietest, it's not the most incognito piece of kit while it's charging, but hey, it is what it is. And for our final test of the day, I got this bad boy charged up to 100% again from the wall, get unplugged. And I think I'll take it outside to the garden and maybe cook some bacon, a few rashers of bacon on the air fryer, which on paper should be drawing 1150 watts. And just give it a quick shot and see how this thing handles it. I mean, I don't think this will have any troubles, but I'm more curious to find out how much energy cooking 3-4 rashers of bacon on the air fryer will draw from this battery. I'm probably a spoiler alert, but I don't think it'd be worth it. I mean, you I think pretty much 99% of the time you would want to cook bacon and eggs and stuff on your camping stove or a gas burner or whatever you have there, purely because it's more efficient. I mean, why? Speculation at the moment. We'll find out in a bit, but I think it's gonna draw maybe around 50-60% of the battery on this bad boy, but we'll find out. So join me to my garden. So here we are in the garden. Welcome. This is the air fryer I was talking about. Here's the EcoFlow River Pro 2 fully charged. Right, let's get some bacon cooking. I think I have exactly 3 rashers of bacon left from my dinner last night. So let's get those go into the basket. You know what? Just because I'll get all greasy and stuff, I'll get this plugged in first. Turn on the inverter. Okay, donk. Get that bacon in the tray. Oh, yum, yum. One, 2, and 3. Get those arranged beautifully. And crank it up to 200 degrees. And bacon, I think, takes around 10-ish minutes. But I like my bacon crispy, so what I'll do is I'll maybe do around 12 minutes. Let's get started. Okay, let's see what's going on here. It's drawing 800 watts. Oh, can you see it there? Oh, there you go. It's drawing 800 watts, so that's not too bad. And I can hear it ticking. I can see it's on. Yep, definitely working. But again, I wouldn't expect otherwise, considering that. Oh, sorry, don't mind my solar panel over there, collecting some free electricity. So yeah, I'll give it 12-ish minutes and we'll see how much battery it's drawn. Well, that's been around 15-ish minutes, so the initial 12-minute estimate was a little bit off. But I think that bacon is pretty much cooked, nicely cooked and crispy, just like how I like it. I'll let you have a look. There you go. Nicely cooked, both sides. Now I did have to open the air fryer, kind of flip it, so it does get cooked evenly on all sides. But other than that, our EcoFlow as power station has done actually quite well, and I'm actually well surprised, because remember when I estimated that cooking the bacon will probably draw around 50% of its capacity just with 3 rashers. When I was wrong. I was certainly wrong. Look at that, we are at 78%. So that's not too bad. That's really not too bad. 22% for bacon. I mean, that'll save me. I mean, obviously it's a lot more efficient to cook it on the gas camping stove, but it's good to know. It's good to know. Obviously, adding a few more bacon rashers in there would have drawn slightly more power, but I mean, 22%, what, 25, 30% max. So that's actually not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, well impressed. Quite happy with that. Doesn't mean I'll be taking it. Doesn't mean I'll be taking the air fryer to my car camping trip because it takes a lot of space. It is not the most efficient way of cooking. It'll be pretty difficult to clean while out and about. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, I think that concludes our tests of the EcoFlow River 2 Pro servo generator. So the verdict, in my opinion, I think that EcoFlow River 2 Pro is a pretty decent power station. It's a lot lighter than the Blue Yeti BS72 that I have. Inverter is more powerful as we tested. Like I said, the Blue Yeti cuts off when I start the kettle, where this one just handles it beautifully. I love the app support. I love the fact that the charging lead is a simple cable. That's basically a computer cable. I mean, that's really common. Cable that you can get anywhere, and it's very light. The Blue Yeti's power cord, or the power supply, is massive. So that's definitely a win for the EcoFlow. Capacity 768 watts. It's pretty decent. Again, it really all comes down to what you're planning to use it for. I would not recommend it to use it for kettles or air fryers, purely because it just draws too much power. And when you're on the go, which this is basically designed for, I mean, why would you use that at home? When you're off grid or on the go, it would be difficult to recharge it in a convenient way. I mean, if you want to recharge it from the car, I think it takes a maximum of 100 watts from the light of the car. So I mean, that's gonna take ages to charge, like what, 8 hours ish. Solar, I mean, depends where you live. If you're somewhere in a sunny country like Spain or Portugal, fair enough, you get sun all year round pretty much, and you'll be able to recharge it daily. Whereas in the UK, there's only a few weeks or a few months in the year when you'll be able to get proper solar power. The rest of the time it'll be just too cloudy, or just not sunny enough to get any reasonable amount of power to recharge it. So it's just not efficient to use these AC sockets for high consumption kettles and things. So I wouldn't recommend it for that. I mean, you can get something bigger that will probably last you until the next time you have access to a actual power socket, or stop somewhere in civilization, like caught up coffee or like a coffee shop or somewhere, so you get a chance to recharge it. Talking of which, it takes almost an hour to recharge, like around an hour. That is impressive. I mean, that's well impressive. That's really good. Which means that's in an hour from 0 to, I think it's like the EcoFlow quoting 71 minutes from 0 to 100 or something like that. So that's impressive. It's really good for a power bank of this size. What else? What else? The dedicated solar port, big win for me. Yeah, I would like to see a wireless charge on the top here, on this flat surface here. because that just feels like a waste of space, to be honest. Like, I mean, why would I not just put one? It doesn't make sense. And an additional USB-C and maybe one, like, either to replace an existing one of the three USB-A ports, or just an additional one. I mean, there's plenty of space by the looks of it here. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I really can't think of any other recommendations I would have to EcoFlow to improve that unit. It is a pretty decent unit, I gotta say. Better than the Blue 81s out there, I feel. In terms of price, I got this one for this is a refurbished unit, directly from EcoFlow. I think I got it for £350, which it's not. It's on the more expensive range, but the Blue 80 I was talking about, the BS72, I got for £270-ish, again refurbished. But any day of the week, I'll pick this one instead of the Blue 80, purely because it's just better in every way. Apart from the Blue 80 having a wireless charger on top right here. So yeah. Oh, one thing I should mention before I go, that handle here being on the back, when you lift it, you see how it tilts? That is not ideal. That's not comfortable, I have to tell you. And I don't think you'll get adjust, like, it's not like I'll be using it for like a few weeks and I'll be like, oh no, you know, it's fine, it's not fine at the end of the day. No, it is ideal. You want to have it right up here, because these are heavy units. This is like 7-ish kilos, almost 8 kilos, I think. So this is, oh, let me turn on that inverter. Yeah, these are heavy units, and I mean, carrying like this, I mean, that's going to put quite a bit of stress on your wrist, even for a few seconds. And I'm relatively strong. I mean, my grip strength is relatively strong, so yeah, that's not ideal. Ideally, you want the handles to be up here on the front, on the top, so you just lift it up, not, you know, kind of like lift it up and then kind of tilts off forward. So yeah, other than that, I think it's really good. I really like it. Can't wait to pair it to the app. And yeah, any questions, please drop me a comment down there, and I'll be more than happy to answer. I mean, I'm sure there's so many things I've not covered, but like I said, this was impromptu. I did not plan that at all, so that's all coming off the top of my head. I mean, even the figures, like I said, I've not looked it up. I've not looked up a lot of the stuff for like peak performance. Like I said, this is 768 watt hours capacity, and 100. Never mind. So, like I said, just any questions, drop me a comment down there, and thank you very much for watching. And I will see you in the next video. Peace. Cheers, guys. Bye.